Good morning, traders, and this is your Dax day trade setup for today. So yesterday we ended up with a green bar, but it is an inside bar. Not something that I would like, that I would say gives me a bearish signal. That's more of a bullish inside bar signal, similar to this one here. But you don't normally see that at the top of a move. So yeah, I think let's just drill down, but everything looks a little bit suspect to me at the moment. Okay, I just want to get these three levels in, so all these fractal highs are my levels. Okay, so we got the move to the upside as expected, moving with the trend, but it wasn't much. I think it was pretty much 60 points on offer, roughly, call it 50 points on offer realistically. We're still moving up in this channel. This little picture here could very well be the start of a double top. Okay, so we do have a pin bar ready. The question is what happens with the next bar. So the S&P closed up around 0.7% yesterday, but the Dow was pretty high up, and then there was quite a big sell-off towards the close, and they closed up 0.36%. And the Nasdaq was 0.97% up. So US markets rallied, just the Dow that came off. But I'm a little bit concerned about what we see here at the moment. This does look quite a bit like we have either a double top forming, or we're going to come back down and sort of keep in this range for some time longer. The next thing here is, I'm not going to do this, yeah. That was the trend line that we were moving up, and then towards the close last night, we broke below that trend line. So at the moment, the DAX futures is flat, 13,400. That's pretty flat, very close to where we closed. So nothing to read into that. The other thing that you see here is the divergence here. Got a double top, and the awesome oscillator is not a double top. Okay. So for me at the moment, I think it's still long, but waiting for the pullback. Okay. Yesterday we got the break above. Let's just use this level here. So we got the break above this fractal and the retest there. There was your entry long. Stop below there. And you know, you pretty much, I would have, I didn't trade the DAX yesterday. I was more on some currencies and the Dow. Well, sorry, I did trade the DAX, but it was very small, a couple of points. But that would have been my exit point anyway. And then wait for the next pullback. And the next pullback was a bit messy, but it did happen. Okay, so if you look at the 30-minute, we've got this exhaustion bar to a level with an inside bar. That's a reversal pattern, and then we did reverse. So the big question now is, where are we reversing to, or are we just consolidating? This divergence here does worry me, though, quite a bit. Okay, looking at the 12-minute, I think what we need to bear in mind, I need to leave these levels in because they're all daily levels. So first things first, let's get rid of this one. And let's use a block for this. Right, so this is not a fractal, that's not a fractal. Okay, this is the fractal, and we've had a break above it already, and there is the downside fractal. Okay, there's my downside fractal there, and there's my upside fractal there. So, technically speaking, a break below 13,404 gives us a short, but I think that short will be short-lived. Excuse the pun again. Pretty much come and test this break, I think, of 13,385. 13,385 would be an area that I'd be looking for longs. If we do sort of have a flat open or a gap up, come back, then first thing to do is to defend this break. We've already got this break. You can see there's a break of this fractal, and that is 13,411. So this is your 9. Let's give us a little bit of leeway. a 10-point range here, which we're looking for a break. So you can have quite an aggressive move on this. So in other words, you can keep a 20-point stop loss, or a 15-point stop loss actually would be better, which basically means at my current risk, since we did get 3% return, 3.12% return yesterday. So my current risk is 208. So at 208, I can get a substantial amount of contracts in. Almost 10 Rand, almost 10 contracts. We'd probably say around 8 contracts would be able to go in with a decent stop loss. And that just maximizes profits properly, even if it is only for 24 points. Okay, so I do think this level here is going to force us to bounce around again. That's 13,432, because we keep turning off it. So, and I think we must just fine tune it to this high here. So that's 13,434. But you can see the weekly is starting to look fairly interesting, and we are chasing 13,515 and ultimately 13,608. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for. The trend is up. You can see that clear as daylight. So you want to be trading with the trend. So whatever pullback happens, you want to be long. Let's just get to the Ichimoku. So looking at the 12 minutes, you can see the break up, the test of the cloud here, test of a fractal. You can see there's a breakout there, back down. Everything is bullish. That was your long. And you could have actually just held this long until this happened here and then got out of it. Okay, in a perfect world. So you would have been in somewhere around here with a 40-point stop, and you would be sitting with 70 points profit. Okay, so I suspect, looking at the 12 minutes, the range that I'm talking about at the moment, which is pretty much there, there is a bigger range, which is over there, which is these fractals and those fractals, but this is the fractal break I'm looking for to confirm my long. You can see we're going to have a bounce off the cloud, and then hopefully a crossover, which will be bullish, and then Chico's band through price, which will be bullish as well. But at the moment, bearish, bearish, bullish, so mixed signals, but we are above the cloud, and I would expect buyers to step in off the cloud. Okay, if we look at the 30-minute, we are bullish, and again, you see we had a crossover here, so even if you'd missed this entry, you had another entry here. Plus, you could have added to your entry here. But at this stage, we are inside bar. We've moved off profit taking, I'm assuming, and we're now inside Kijun Tikens, which indicates range. But it's bullish, bullish, bullish. So everything's bullish there. Everything's bullish here as well. Only concern is the divergence between Kijun and Tikens. We want to see them run together like this. Okay, 4 hour, massive divergence and flat again. So this what we see here is boding well for a potential double top. But you can't assume that it's going to be a double top. So you trade with the trend until the double top is confirmed. And the double top confirmation is pretty much a break below 13,260. And you'll probably find that this double top will target the cloud. Yep, right into the cloud. Okay, so you can't really play it at the moment. You need to wait at a lower time frame to see some change in direction. For now, the trend is up. Everything is bullish, although it is looking like it's ranging at the moment. And lastly is the daily. No real change on the daily. Chico's band is up, cloud is thick, but we're still miles away from Kijun and Tikens, and they haven't changed. But bear in mind, this is a lagging indicator, so that it doesn't really mean much. This does worry me because it is a potential move to the upside. I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we're going to rally hard. I think if we do get up and test all-time highs, there should be a pretty deep pullback and an opportunity to get in for some longer-term trades. But at the moment, I'm looking for longs. We'll take it off for 12 minutes again, and there is my range. Okay, that's my fractal level there, 13,400. That's a fractal that's broken, which is telling me that I need to be long. Okay, so I'm anticipating a sort of a flat open and then a break above that, which will trigger a long stop below here, and more than likely 20-point stop loss, which basically means 10. My risk is 200, so that's 10 contracts we'll be able to put on, and that is quite significant, because 10, if we do go and touch the all-time highs, it just gets, let's delete all that. So that would be my initial target there, would be this inside tail here. There is a bit of leeway with that tail and that tail, but I do suspect we're going to get some ambushes up here, so I'll definitely take profit on the first level. So if we go here and we trade that as our range, we have a break above 13,416. I have a 20, maybe a 23, 24 point stop loss, which basically means I can load up my contracts, and that should give me 86 points, which should be a really good trade. Okay, anyway, that's my view for today. Looking for long still. We'll be doing it on the 12 minutes, and this range break is what I'm waiting for. Okay, so anticipating a flat open. If it does break to the downside, not too sure that I'll be chasing that short, because there should be some structure that it will find. And we'll do it off the hour. There's structure there, and there's structure there. So 13,381 and 13,390, pretty solid structure there. So I would anticipate something happening there. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of my view. Trend is up, looking for longs, even if we do have a relatively deep pullback, which I would prefer. I'd even prefer a gap close, to be honest, and that would give me the opportunity to get in. Okay, so anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.